What's up guys, Dirk here. By the time you watch this, happy Saturday. So I just want to do a quick follow-up video on the last one that I posted a couple of days ago where I made the warning about the negative divergences, the bearish RSI divergences, and that ended up playing out perfectly. So that was a very nice, not only warning in advance, but also a lesson about how powerful these divergences are and why it's so important to actually learn to recognize them, because they can save you and make you a lot of money in these markets. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Like I said, my name is Dirk. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so. Click the notification bell. And if you want to learn more about reading charts and how I can make these predictions accurately on this channel, sign up to my Intelligent Cryptocurrency VIP membership. It is the second link in the description down below. As part of the membership, I have a complete 30-lesson video training about technical analysis and trading, and that is just a small part of everything that's included in the membership. So click that second link in the description down below if you want to become a member. 60 days money back guarantee, so there's no risk and a lot of upside that you can get by being a member. So this is a Bitcoin 12 hourly chart, and as you can see right now, Bitcoin is trading at $22,911, and you can see here the negative RSI divergence that I pointed out in the last video. So let's go have a look at the prices in the last videos of a few things. I think it was Bitcoin, Ethereum, Matic, and Solana. Compare them where they are now, and then I will run you through some thoughts about that RSI divergence and what I expect could happen next. So in this video, I posted it on August 15th, so about 4 days ago at this point. I'm not going to play the video for you now. I'm just going to skip to a few points where you can actually see where the price was when I made that video. I will link to it up here or in the description below. If you haven't seen it yet, go and watch that video and then come back and watch this one. So Bitcoin was trading just over 24,000 when I made this video. Then we had Ethereum, which was trading at just over $1,900. We had Matic, which was trading at 96 cents, and we had Solana, which was trading at $44.24. And I pointed out that all of these had these negative RSI divergences, which has a high probability of playing out in a way that it results in either a little bit of downside and then continuation, or often also a local top with much more downside to come. So as you can see right now, Bitcoin is trading at $22,900. So it was at 24 when I made that video. Ethereum was just over $1,900. So you can see over here, it's currently down to $1,818. If we scroll to Matic, let's see where Matic is at. Matic is now at 84 cents. In the video, it was at 96 cents. So it's down to 84 cents. And let's see, Solana was 44 and it is now down to 38. So you can see once again the power of the negative divergence, or actually any divergence. It works in the opposite way too. If in an opposite market, if there's a bullish divergence, it can lead to big pumps, and a bearish divergence can lead to big dumps, especially the higher time frames you see them on. Obviously the longer the move is that plays out. If you see it on a 15-minute chart, the move is obviously relative to a 15-minute chart. But if you start to see these bearish divergences or these RSI divergences on 4-hour charts, 12-hour charts, daily charts, even weekly charts, well then the extended move is obviously relevant to that time frame. And I also showed you this in the video that I made a couple days ago. Like for example, we see this on a weekly time frame. Here was a negative RSI divergence on the weekly, the $66,000 top, the $69,000 top, and look at that. Since that point, we have gone down. We're closing in on almost a year of downside because this bearish divergence played out on the weekly time frame, which means there's a lot of room to play out on the downside. So this one that I'm sharing with you is on the 12-hour chart, obviously also on the 4-hourly chart, it was there too. So the signal was accurate, the RSI divergence, the warning sign was there. Okay, we got the divergence, and now we are moving lower. The question now is going to be, was that the local top? That 25,000, was that it for this entire rally? And do we go back down to retest the lows or even lower? Keeping in mind that I have been saying for many weeks now that I do expect a crash in September. Okay, we're closing in on the end of August, so we have less than 2 weeks left until September. So in terms of that time frame and that scenario, there is possibility that we do start this downside move now already and just continue into September and continue to the lows or new lows. There is also still the possibility that before that happens, that we don't go all the way back down yet, and that we make a higher low and still continue and make new highs before a potential further downside, right? So this is the area that I have marked on the chart that for me is mostly a line in the sand over here. So I do expect us to go down. You can see over here, this was this big pump up on the CPI data numbers, right? With that, those numbers came out, we had that big pump, and we haven't really come back down into that area. Fair value gap imbalance. So I do expect us to come back down there. Now, if we can come down there and we can bounce from there, then there's still potential for us to run up, maybe even beyond this 25K, maybe to 27K. If we break down below this level, and actually I would say at least below the bottom of this level. So, you know, we're looking here at these tops over here, so 21.9, 21.7. But if we break below these lows over here, below this 20.7, I think there's a high chance we retest the lows and potentially even go below this $17,000 low that we have over here. That is a possibility. So again, with trading, with technical analysis, it is always a probabilities game. There's no certainties, right? So we're looking at certain things and we basically follow the formula, if this, then that. So we're looking for certain parameters, and whatever the price action does around those zones of interest, then we can make a further decision. So I don't know at this point, does it go all the way down to the lows or beyond, but it is likely at this point that we have this zone of interest over here, this fair value gap, this imbalance, also in confluence with this horizontal level here being the highs over here. So somewhere between 21.5 over here, I would say, and 21.9, we have to look what happens if the price gets there. What is that going to do? Is it going to bounce? So then we zoom in on the lower time frames. We look at the hourly, the 15-minute, the 5-minute, around that area, and we see, is there potential for a long trade over there with a tight stop below this area, potentially targeting the 25K or even higher, 27K? That is a possibility. But in case we don't get any sort of bottoming formation over here and we break down, well, then the second scenario comes into place, which is an increased likelihood of us going back to the lows or potentially lower, which I've been saying for many weeks on this channel, that I do expect that in September. I still do expect that as a possibility. The only question is going to be, was this it at 25K, and do we go straight down to the lows from here over the next few weeks? Or do we bounce, get one more level up to 27 to 30K, and then reverse and go back down? So time will tell ultimately, but this is my level of interest that I am watching. I do think there's a decent chance the price gets to this level, and then we have to see what is going to happen over there. The good news, of course, is that if price does break down and does retest the lows of that $17,000 level or below, can go to 15, 14, 13,000. If it gets to those levels, we will once more again get an amazing opportunity to buy crypto really, really cheap. And you saw what happened at this point. If you would have bought that extreme fear, Bitcoin went from 17 to 25. That's a pretty nice gain. But if you look at Ethereum, Ethereum did a 2x, a little bit more than a 2x from the lows, and many altcoins did more than a 2x from those lows. So those moments of capitulation are extreme buying opportunities, obviously at your own risk. Nothing is guaranteed, but you can see what happens time and time again. Those buying opportunities end up giving really big returns, 2x, 3x on altcoins in a relatively short period of time, if you can manage to catch that extreme fear and those extreme capitulations. So like I said, if you found this valuable, if you found this enjoyable, subscribe to the channel, obviously, smash the like button. But also, if you want to learn how to read charts, I have a complete 30+ lesson video training inside the VIP members area, where I cover every aspect, all the different patterns, the different indicators, how to read charts, how to look at the different time frames, how to take positions, how to trade. All of that is included. You can sign up, you can get access to that whole course and all the other benefits of the membership, including a Discord chat group where you have direct access to me. I'm in there every day sharing setups and thoughts and insights. The second link in the description down below, click that, sign up, and you have a full 60 days to go through all the training. You get access to everything, nothing is held back. You can go through everything, and if for whatever reason you're not happy, you can get your money back in full and no questions asked, no strings attached. But obviously, if you find it valuable, you're welcome to stay because there is a lot going on and I'm in there every single day, updating, sharing charts, sharing trade setups, and much more. So click that second link in the description, sign up, become a VIP member, and I will see you in the Discord chat groups, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.